everyone! Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in here at my live stream today. This is day one of my live stream. What I'm going to do, I'm going to live stream every day. And this is the first day. It's the first day of the year 2019. I'm really excited for this year. Big plans, of course. What everybody's waiting for. Well, two things that everybody's waiting for a while now is, of course, my own album and the Frontliner album. And people are, of course, you are waiting for a lot of new Frontliner music, which is coming this year. I'm working on a lot of new music. You have seen me work on a lot of new tracks here, and today also I'm going to work on a track for my album, a track which I'm working on with John Harris. I think I've showed it a couple of times already here in the live stream. Very excited, also very exciting. Collabs are coming up, special projects and special shows. This is going to be a very special year. Like I said, and I will say it again, I'm very excited for this year. Alright, so everybody, I hope you guys had a really good New Year's Eve. I hope you all still have your fingers and everything. And I hope you had a really nice celebration of the New Year's Eve. I don't know what you guys have done. I was at home just relaxing, also preparing for this live stream and preparing for the coming year. This couple of months, well, the past month and this month, I told myself I had to ease it down a little bit with those shows because I have so much studio work to do. Of course, the album which is well, not postponed, but yeah, I didn't have time enough to finish it properly, and this time I really have to. This month I really have to finish the album, I think, and exciting times. So thank you guys again so much for coming here. Like I said, I'm going to work today on a track of my album together with John Harris. It's called All That Matters. We have been working on this track for quite a while already, and it's really nice. At least I'm really happy with the result already, but I had a melody made and now I'm working on a new melody for this track, which I'm still have to get used to it because I heard the other melody that I had before in this track for such a long time, and now I'm kind of figuring out what kind of melody should fit better on this track. Yes, everybody, again, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, so let's have a look what I have going on in this track. I have clearly have some vocals, of course, in this track, and well, I'm going to build up with the new melody that I made for this track. It's a bit too early. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters. So that's the melody that I just created for this track, and the melody I had before was going a little bit something like this. I kind of thought, I can do better. It's a nice melody, but it's not special, and I need something special for this very atmospheric track with John, and I really want to have the feeling of flying. If you want to fly, that's what it says in the lyrics. So I had more a good feeling with this melody I have right now in this track. But yeah, it's so different that I still have to get used to it, and also I think the overlap between the breakdown towards the melody has to be a bit better maybe. So maybe I need more space, or I need some more announcement of the melody. So I'm not sure yet about that. So still, again, if I'm going to play it one more time with the vocals, then you can hear the difference, between the other one I had before.
I've been going around in circles, trying to reach the surface. Lost out on this road, I don't know where my home is. No more. Love comes and goes, we give everything, it feels like magic. For the highs, the lows, we do anything, it's automatic. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters.
In my opinion, I have a way better feeling with the new melody, and that's also because it's more the notes are more high up, and it's easier to follow. It's a really, the sound comes straight to you, and it's quite empty while it drops, but it gives a really atmospheric feeling for some reason. I don't know if I explain it right, but that's what I feel about this melody with this track. I think it will work way better when I play this. So maybe I can also work on the sound a little bit. Maybe get it a little bit more sharp. It's quite easy now, so I can check out what I can do with this sound to make it even pop out more. I see so many messages here saying everybody Happy New Year. So everybody who's just tuning in, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys had a really nice New Year's Eve. I kept it quite relaxed. I was at home. I also have a lot of animals. I have 2 horses which didn't like the fireworks so much over here. So it was good to be home for them to keep them a little bit calm. And next to that, I'm really busy finishing the album, so I'm doing a little less shows, a series, watching, always listening. So the reason why I'm doing a little bit less shows these 2 months is because I have to finish the album. So again, hey, Happy New Year! Working on the track with John Harris, with the melody I just showed you guys. I'm going to check, it's a Spire lead, so I'm going to check if I can sharpen it up a little bit, to give it a little bit more edge, a little bit more sharpness maybe. So let's see what I can do here. So if maybe I have to add another layer to it, maybe if I play it, I can fool around a little bit with the sound, of course. Let me see. So I'm going to add a little bit more LFO to the layer I just added to give it a little bit more sharpness, you know. So let me see what I have here. I have 2 LFOs. I will use this one because this one is empty. Oscillator 3 over here, the pitch, and let me put up the rate, and then you can hear what it does, you know. That might be a little bit better. So let's see how this goes when I let it go in, you know. Maybe a little less. Stereo, a little bit more stereo.
Travels off the timeline, tell you this is our time, right now. Love comes and goes, we give everything, it feels like magic. For the highs, the lows, we do anything, it's automatic. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters. If you wanna fly,
vocoder.
It's all that matters.
Need a clap. One play.
It's all that matters.
Someone says make the kick a little bit more aggressive. Well, I did a little change on the kick in the second drop, which you can hear if I, that's the first one, that's the second one. So it's a change, you know, and you will really feel that in the audience when I play that, you know. Teach us how to do the background elements during the climax. I don't know what you mean, but I just added a little chord play over here, which is pretty basic, but still. Did I cut my hair? Yes, I did cut my hair. Thank you so much for noticing. Well, now and then you have to go to the barber because I don't want to have long hair like this long, you know. I don't do that. Sometimes I just need to freshen it up a little and then I'm good to go for a couple of weeks. I like it this way. It's better. It's better. It's better. Thank you for noticing. Alright, do you ever have music block and your mind just struggles to make music? Well, I think every producer has some kind of a block now and then, but my not strategy, but the thing I always do if I don't have an idea for a track, which and if it feels like a block, I don't know, but I always try to do a different approach or make something completely different, maybe even a different genre, and I will give myself more ideas which I can use in the actual Frontliner productions. So if it doesn't work out for some reason with a track, I always skip and go to something else and maybe pick it up later. I have so many tracks that I also released even, and which I picked up maybe a year even or longer after I finished. After I started it. One example of that is I Follow You, which I started like a long time ago. Actually, when I think it was even around 2013 or something. I started that project. I had the idea with the melody and everything, and I even had a vocal on it, which was different than the one Jantien did. But then I thought, I listened to this track again. I always have a moment when I just open my TBA map, my TBA folder, and check out all the old tracks that I did, and then I have this track, and I think I have a good idea for it right now, and then I get the feeling back of the whole track, which I kind of lost when I was working on it like last time. But then I picked it up again and did a new vocal, and then I had the whole feeling back with the track again, So yeah. Have you done any ghosting? No, I didn't do any ghosting. No, I just only did the Frontliner tracks, and the things I did besides that, I haven't done anything with that. All the other genres I did. Well, not like whole tracks or whole productions, or I don't know. I did a few tracks, but it never got released, Alright. Any tips how to work with stereo field? Well, I'm going to do more tutorials now and then, and I will discuss all those points. But a really short answer about getting more stereo in your track is, if you have to get it more stereo out of your synthesizer, So if you have, for example, here the Spire, let's not get too technical, but there's like a white button over here, in which it's right over here, and you really have to make use of this button, to get a more wider sound. So if let me first copy this and if I put it in it. So now we have like a simple saw, but if I turn the voices up to 2 and put the wide up, straight away it's more stereo, This is mono. So you really have to look that up with all the leads that you use, So yeah, that's something you really need to. I did it all the time with all the leads over here, and use a lot of reverb, delay to really widen up your whole sound. So that's really short about widening up your track. Yeah. Every stream the sound clips every few seconds. No way to fix that. I didn't. Maybe it's a little glitch, a little. I don't know. I think it might be a connection thing. I'm currently streaming at 1080, so maybe I have to narrow it down to 720 next time. But I hope it's still a bit okay. Anyway, I hope you still have fun listening to my live stream. Okay. Hardstock should be mono. Well, not well in the low end. It's easier to have it mono, but not the whole kick. It doesn't have to be mono. All right. So, when will you release this song or new album? Well, like I said, I'm really working hard finishing my album, and it shouldn't take long now because I have most tracks finished. This is one I'm working on the melody, and I have a few other I have to mix down, or I have a little parts done in the track, and a few I'm working on a little vocal theme. Well, not like a singing vocal, but more of a theme thing. So I have to write down some stuff and have a good something and then have it spoken in, because my voice is not good for a hardstyle track. I'm sorry. I did it a few times though, but it's not the best. Anyway, yeah, we'll be finished soon. We'll be finished really, really soon. Okay, it's always fun with Frontliner. Thank you so much. I really like hearing that. Alright. Be Frontliner album, yeah. I really need to call Bob really soon. And it's now, it's just the end of the year still just the beginning of this year. What date is it? It's, well, yeah, of course it's the 1st. So I think he's, I don't know what he's doing. Okay. You make someday another sample pack. I have told myself and my team that a few times, and I really want to do another sample pack. I really do, but I really need to finish those 2 albums first and a few other tracks, and after then I will picking that up again. So, yeah. Okay. Will B Frontliner be rough state or keep it up? I don't know yet. I really don't know. But the most important thing is, of course, that it will go out there and for you guys to listen to play even for some people. But hey, it needs to get out there. Definitely. Okay. Alright. When will you release this song on this album, of course? Favorite DAW from melody writing is Cubase, this one, on which I'm still figuring out if the melody is actually the melody I want to go through with. I think I have a really good feeling about this melody, and it's growing on me still, but still I need to glue the parts together to make it actual, really good. So I'm listening it over every day, well, yeah, most of the days, and trying to figure out what's best for this track with the build up, with everything, by the way, I really love the mid intro I did. I'm going to play it right now for you guys. It has a lot of energy, and I love the sounds in it, so I'm really happy with the result of this part. You listen to it and I will get a glass of water, because all the talking gives me a dry mouth. Alright, so here we go, the mid intro. So back to the breakdown. Let's see.
I've been going around in circles, trying to reach the surface. Lost out on this road, I don't know where my home is no more. Love comes and goes, we give everything, it feels like magic. For the highs, the lows, we do anything, it's automatic. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters.
No. Now I listen to this again and I changed the sound, but I really miss the old sound for some reason. It's now too much for some reason. Let me go back to the sound design of this little lead, pain in the ass lead. Well, let's go. I really want this kind of feeling with the sound. Not this. better. I think this is better. Just a little thing in the background, you know? Not too much, not too much. This has a special vibe for me. I don't know, this is a special kind of... Let me check. Let me check when I go to the break, back to the break. Let's go back into that melody and let's see how it feels. So robotic. So Galenda says it's robotic. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Do you like robots? Let me go back to this breakdown and see how it feels when it comes in, when it comes back in. So all the way back. Let's do it one more time.
I've been going around in circles, trying to reach the surface. Lost out on this road, I don't know where my home is no more. Love comes and goes, we give everything, it feels like magic. For the highs, the lows, we do anything, it's automatic. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters.
I love the vocal, John. It's so cool. Wait. Wait, I won't let it go. Hey Sam, still when it went in, I had the feeling that it's still, yeah, I know. I'm going to tell them. One sec. I think I have to build the vibration part I did in the melody. Yeah, come here. I think I have to build it up. So first back to what it was, and then let it build up towards that sound. Yeah, I know. I think he wants attention. Do you want attention? Alright, so what I said, I'm going to build it up towards that part. Because I missed that dull, just only that sorry sound, but I do like it when it built it up towards, when it dropped, then I really liked that sound. So, should we listen again, Sam? Let's listen again. Let's check it out. Okay, not the whole break again.
It's all that matters. If you wanna fly, it's all that matters.
About, of course, the second drop.
Travels off the timeline. Tell you this is our time right now.
Alright, yeah, okay. So what I said, same automation goes towards the second build up, which is over here. Well, not really necessary because the filter is going up, so I will keep it like this. Alright, cool. Yes, okay. Alright. Little technical information. What kind of information are you looking for? Yeah, this is actually the ghost producer cat called Zen finishing all my tracks. I know, right? Yeah. Alright, so I think the kick pitch is too soon. Okay. Well, I think this is fine. Oh, I'm not. Fuck. This is cool, man. I really love this. I really love this. Hello from Germany. Happy New Year. Act of noise. Sorry. Happy New Year, guys. So, what's the name gonna be? This track is called All That Matters by me and John Harris. Yes, will be released on my album. Will be released really soon. You know, I think I'm really convinced now about this lead, about this melody. So I think this is kind of a rap. I'm going to listen to it a couple of times, and I have to mix it down a little bit. Do the dots on the I. How do we call it in Holland? Just the finishing touch, you know. So yeah. Does it matter? Everything matters. If you want to fly, it's all that matters. Alright, so I think I'm going to check what we have to do still now here in the studio. Cubase quit by accident. Alright, so I have still a few projects I have to finish. I've been working on a few projects already here in the live stream. So let me see what we have. I have a track called Butterfly. I have so many things that I still need to finish. Working on collabs, of course. Collab with Looney Tunes. I'm working on that. The guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have noticed that. And I'm also working on a new track with Ruthless. That's a lot of fun because the first track we did is, I think, I don't know, 9 years ago. The track's called Two Worlds and One Bananas. Long time ago. Okay, so what do we still have? Well, of course, Silence will be on the album, but I finished it already. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, now I'm thinking now. I still have to do the new edit of Dream Dust, so it might be a cool idea to just give it a little start over here. Might be really interesting because the last time I opened it, well, actually I made it at a very old computer. I mean, it's 2011 when it got released, so that's a long time ago. So I'm really curious what will happen if I open this project over here. I reopened it a couple of months ago. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when I do that. I used the Nordlead too, so I'm quite convinced that I recorded the lead. But hey, look at this, man. This is crazy. I'm just opening my project and this is all the stuff that's missing over here. So I have to figure out everything that's missing, all the plugins, all the stuff, you know. I don't have it anymore. Alright, so but that doesn't matter. Oh, here, a lot of samples. I have to look up some kicks. I did a climax edit someday. This might be tricky. It's the Nordlead which is missing, so well, we'll see. Let me close this first. Okay. Wow, this is even better, you know, all those errors and everything. Oh, this is a reverb, so I might still have this somewhere. Let me look it up over here. There we go. Impulse response. Which one was missing? Something Europe. Okay. Well, this is quite okay. I think we have something going on here. So this is really old. I kind of still use the same methods with all the folders. Oh, here we go. This is the Nordlead audio. Yeah, it still works. There might be missing a lot of reverbs, delays. Well, actually, it sounds pretty cool right now. So this is fun. This one is still kicks over here. I hope the contact still works. Ah, it's an old version. So without the kick. Alright, but I can open, you know, here it is, contact 4. I don't have it anymore, so that rhymes, but it's really pity. Alright, let me add a contact. Let's see if I can revive the kick. Yeah, let's create a track. Let's do that. Okay, so let me check out where this kick might be. Someday I actually just put all the kicks. Well, until some point I put all the kicks of my tracks just in a folder, so I can just really quickly grab it. I have a few kicks called the Visionary, Dragon Blood Disco Record. So all these kicks of old tracks of mine, but no Dream Dust. So what I have to do is look in my old kick folder. There might be a kick somewhere over here. Here we go. Dream Dust. All edits of that kick, but no Dream Dust kick yet. Yeah, it should be somewhere over here. Too many kicks. I have so many kicks. If I need to find a kick, it can take forever to find a kick. But hey, I have to make an edit, so I don't actually need that kick. It would be fun though, but still, it will be way more fun if I just add a new kick and see how it sounds already, you know? So maybe this one, old fashioned, or maybe something really hard, you know, like this one. This is like more raw style kick. So let me see what's going on if I actually put a really hard kick on there. So we have, I have to put it on the right note. It's right over here. You can watch my screen if you want to see how I do that. I do this so many times, adding a kick with contact. I can actually dream this. I'm actually dreaming this while I sleep too. I'm adding kicks in contact in my dreams. So that's cool. I added a punch. Okay, and now let me add the tail part of this kick. Doing this all the time, guys. So if you have watched my streams, you have seen me doing this all the time, every time. So by the time, if you don't, you are actually not allowed anymore to ask me how I put my kicks on my tracks, because I do it so many times. Alright, so I added it again with contact, splitted the tail and the punch part, and now I have added a new kick to Dream Dust, and the last thing I have to do now over here is putting it in the right channel. If that still works over here. Kick MIDI looks like something I want to do. There we go. It's added to the kick group. So now let me EQ it a little bit. Give it a little bit more power. Something over here, something over here. Looks like really fun. A little bit more mid, okay. Alright, so now we have like a raw style edit of the Dream Dust. So here we go. This is still the old one, but hey, it's all about the drop, of course, now. Well, you have to make a cool edit there, of course, like tung tung tung. So. So for this part I have to add some more edits, of course. Maybe like this. Bam! Alright, so there we go. I think I'm going to leave this kick in because I really feel the vibe. I really feel the vibe about this one. So let me check out the master real quick, because I know back then I used the inflator a lot. Yeah, there we go. So this is like inflator, but I don't have it anymore. So let me grab a new maximizer kind of plugin. I have it from the UAD, which I can just add a little limiter input. I can put it up and I can even bend it out, add some shape filter over here, and let me just get the volume right, you know. Grab those kicks and let me export them. Is this one recording yet? So that's cool. I also need one over here. I don't know. I need one over here though. This one has a MIDI over it. I think this one is actually the same. No, it's the higher up. Okay, let me add those reverbs. Oh, this is the reverb channel already. Mute this part. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is just add some reverb to the kick, and I do that by audio. So I just bounce these two to new ones, and I have just a little easy thing here which I can use and just add a reverb, and there we go, we have a reverb going on, and I can just fade them with the original kick so it sounds really nice and smooth. Alright, so that's pretty awesome, but I think there's already a reverb on here, right? There we go. I don't know, so I will do it like this, and I can do the same over here. Yeah. Alright, another reverb. Alright, so let me do the fade trick again, like this, and now we have a really nice reverb going on. Perfect! It's a wrap. We have the raw style edit 2019 edit of Dream Dust. I can already play this one, but hey, I want something more, of course. I want to do something more with the leads and stuff, but hey, this is already a really cool addition to this track, you know? Really cool kick. I'm going to play it again for you guys. It's really fun. Alright, from the start. There's a part missing over here. That's actually, I think, the Nord lead audio, which you saw on the screen. Well, I don't know if you actually saw it, but there was some part missing. Normally the melody builds down over here, and you have this part going on over here. I think I actually have to just add this part over here. I don't know what the other part was though. I think I have just cut this whole part and make this reverb go longer again. Alright. going to save this track, and I'm going to work on this a little bit more later in another live stream, because right now I think I've streamed over an hour, and again I want to say yeah, with rock kicks this one sounds better. Yeah, it's a cool addition, right? It's something unexpected, and you know the original of course, and there's so much new power right now to this, and please experiment with rock kicks more often. It really fits my style. Well, I don't know, I did a few tracks of course. Well, of course a really old one, Warple, and which one, the track with Radical Redemption, which is quite a hard kick I think. I'm thinking, and all the Frontliner tracks, and I did a few more, but not lately. You kind of had me there, over there. I will do a few more harder kicks, and I will actually do a few on my album as well, so definitely. Alright, what happened to the NC collab? I don't know. I told it the previous time on my live stream, and I've been to his studio. Well, actually, I think I've been in his studio for half an hour, and the rest we just sit in the living room, just talked a lot, you know, because it was kind of actually the first time that we just sit and actually had a good talk. And of course we had our own paths, and we experienced a lot of things, and so it was really cool to kind of, you know, get to know each other better and catch up. So that was really cool, but yeah, it didn't get to the point that we actually did something productive in the studio yet. But hey, I'm still up for it, because I know Bas a little bit better right now, and he's a really cool guy, and I also know that he's so good in the studio. So I would still love to sit with him. But I have a few other things. I also have a track with going on with D-Block Estefan, which we still have to finish, and yeah, all those plans and projects that still have time locked in, you know. Yeah, but it will happen. It will happen. Maybe even this year. You never know. Alright. Now I want the cymbals kick edit. I'm not sure if I open that track, I don't know if I would have the same luck if I open that track, but we're going to find out right now. Why not, you know? Why not? Okay, let me go to projects. Let me type cymbals, CPR. Alright, I have a lot of edits of that one. Defcon edit. But I think this one, I'm going with the Defcon edit, because I know that one is pretty recent. It asks me to open a more recent project of it, but okay, let me check it out. Alright, so I already see this kind of stuff, you know. This I don't like. Oh, this is like a violin missing. Okay, so let me check if I can find that little thing in my folder, my native instruments folder. I hope it will find it, but if I don't have the violin, so that's kind of a signature thing in the track that I don't want to miss. But hey, let's see what happens. It has to load for a long time, as you can see. Let's wait together. Cymbals with a raw kick. Who wanna know that? I might gonna use the same kick though, but I might have a better one. Hey, this violin is not working right now, so let me just abort loading. Skip missing. Okay, let me just open the project. Let's see what happens. You can watch me opening this project together with me. Alright. Open a non-hardstyle project. That might be very interesting. I'm going to do first the... Oh, look at this, man. So many plugins. I just bought a new version of the WoW, but a Camel Fat, Oxford, okay, the limiter, that doesn't matter too much. Inflator, These are just unrouted hardware synths. Okay, let's just press OK. Nothing much going on here. Unmapped stuff. Okay, another. Okay, I have to go back to the impulse response things and open virus bright hole. Okay, sidechain over here. Another one. All those reverbs I have to reload. That doesn't matter. I have something going on right now. Let me just grab this so you guys can see this. There we go. So let's see what happens when I play this little part of the track. Well, actually nothing is happening, and that might be because the output is not set to the right sound card. So I have that right now. So that's okay, but I don't think I have the violin.
The symbol, as is the act of destroying it.
No, there's no violin coming up over here. I don't know where the violin is. There should be a MIDI of the violin synth sounds. And there we go, this is the violin, which is missing. The whole contact 4. Okay, let me check if I have a violin that I can use. Not over here. What kind of version is that? I don't know. Libraries. Something strange is going on over here because it only sees this one. That's not right. That's not right. Okay, let me check. Okay, no violin, but that doesn't matter. Let's go to. You want to see the drop, of course, with the raw style kick, right? So here you want to hear that raw style kick. So let me. This is another demo version to Contact 4. So I have to add the Contact 5 over here. So I have to do all this stuff over again. I really need to have a preset that that won't work. Okay, let me just grab that one again. That one is pretty awesome. So let me put this one over here. Let me copy the MIDI to this part. Okay, I need this part. I want to see where the notes are playing, but it doesn't show up. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this should work. Let me just put this little raw style kick back in this project. Alright, so you can actually watch what I'm doing. Another new instrument, another part. Let me just grab this attack, 100 milliseconds, Time Machine 2, really important, large polyphonic. Let me grab this little kick in here, I think in here. I need to put it over here, and let me put the root to F3. Okay, so I think this is a little less raw style feeling. But hey, let's have a look what will happen when I just play this little thing.
Many people and music is our weapon.
I don't like it with this track. I don't know, it was way better with Dream Dust, I think. No, I don't feel it with this one. I don't know. No, I don't feel it. I can check it one more time, but this track doesn't have the energy with this kind of kick. No, I don't believe it. It's not. I can do the second part, but. A lot of sounds missing as well, like a chord thing. Okay, maybe it's not so fair because there are a lot of sounds missing right now, and especially the one with the chords, you know, so I can actually just add a spire to give that feeling back, you know, to, let me go to the lead, side lead, maybe, I don't know, side lead in, just because these sounds, let me play this. Something. The chords were missing, you know, so you kind of miss that feeling right now. So that, well, I can play it again, but I still don't think this is the right kick for this project. I don't. No. Okay, and I'm trying one more thing because I'm now interested as well. With Scratch asks me how this one will sound at 170 BPM. So let me just. I already made a musical part of this track. I don't think I'm missing all the stuff that I need to fix before I can do that. Or maybe these little things over here. Musical means that it will stretch together with the pitch, but okay, let me go. Let me see. 170, okay? 170. 170 BPM cymbals. Okay. Now you expect a hardcore kick, of course, but. Alright, okay, so now I have to do this because it's now 170, but now I need to make a hardcore kick, of course, for this part. Okay, let me check. I have the kick 2 over here, and I think I made a preset with some hardcore. So I kind of have a hardcore kick over here. Let me just grab the right. But then I need to make it more hardcore, of course, so let me grab just a Q2. Alright, and let me just add a stretch. Stretch. Let me just make a really fast, just a hardcore kick, you know, just for the fun of it. Let me just try this out. A little gap over here. around with this a little bit. Let's make some Frenchcore over here. Alright, man. Okay, we need a little bit more trash over here because it's a little bit too... Okay, let me add some fuzz. Okay, now we have the Frenchcore might be a little bit faster than 170, right? So let me just grab it to 190, okay? So let's do a Frenchcore remix. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2019 Frenchcore remix made by Frontliner of Symbols. Alright, are you guys ready? Alright, okay, here we fucking go. Here we go! I have to say already, I'm so sorry guys, because I'm never going to play this one. I don't think so. But it's pretty funny. But now I'm thinking I have to make this kick a little bit better, right? A little bit better. Okay, so let me just re-EQ and add some more. And there we go, there's already a really nice thing going on. We can do better with this, right? Alright, so maybe. Alright, so maybe this is even better. Okay, let me put it back to 175, okay guys, because this was a little bit too much. Okay, 175. What will happen if I will pitch this kick as well? Then we need to... It might just mess it up a little bit, because if you pitch up a kick while you are also distorting it and EQing it, it will totally change if you pitch the kick up, you know? So I don't think this will sound right, but hey, you will get a little idea what will happen. No, the straight one is better. Maybe some really cool edits or something, you know? Let me just grab a few. Okay, watch with me, just one over here. Ta-da-dun. Just a little change in the notes over here. Dun, 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 dun. This one over here. So I think this one is pretty okay right now. So maybe also for the beginning of this one. Dun, dun, dun. And dun, 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 dun. And let me grab this one over here. Just for the fun of it. And let me just make this one like this so that it will be the same as the other one. And I think we have something going on over here. So some edits over here, and let me just go back from the build up. Let's do this one more time. This is for all the hardcore fans, all the Frenchcore fans. I don't know if it's Frenchcore because Frenchcore is a bit faster, I think. I don't know. So, but hey, this is the hardcore edit of cymbals, and then it's a wrap. Okay? Frenchcore is normally 220 BPM. I just wrote that. I just see that on the chat. Are you for real? 220? Okay, I have to try this out, of course. 220 cymbals. The whole thing with my snare is messed up right now. Can you see that? No, you couldn't see that, but it was totally messed up. But hey, there we go. How do you dance on this? Crazy. That's so crazy. 220. That's a lot of BPM. That's a lot of beats in 1 minute, man. 220. Okay, so there's a whole discussion going on if it's 190, 200, 220. But man, even 190, it's really fast. It's really fast. If I put it on 190, that might be just the slow Frenchcore maybe. That's like this. That's not a real big difference, you know? It's only 30. Okay, 30 BPM might be a big difference, but it's still very, very... 250? I'm done with this, man. 220? Okay. So, because you guys cannot agree how fast Frenchcore is these days, I'm going to put it on 245 BPM, and then we will stop the discussion about the BPM of Frenchcore. Okay, so what you're going to listen right now, 245 BPM, cymbals, a hardstyle track. You know, this is as fast as I'm going today because this is really, really fast. Are you guys ready? 245 BPM. Let's go. I say? What can I say about this? All right. I want to see you guys dance on this, man. I want you to watch this back afterwards and film yourself and send it to me, and I will put it on Instagram watching you dance so that everybody can see you dance on 245 BPM cymbals. All right? Okay, that's a deal. Send it to me. All right, 9,000 BPM. That's not possible in Cubase. I think the highest we can go. Okay, one more time then. 360 BPM. That's the highest that we can go. Just a little part, okay? That's this far. So I don't even know why Cubase can go to 360 BPM. 360 now. So if you now listen back to 150, how hardstyle is, it's really slow. Listen to this. That's hardstyle. That's 150. 130. I hear 130. Alright, cool. Anime fight scene at 360. Tropical house. Then I need to totally change the kick, of course. If I would do, let's say 120 to keep it in the middle, then I have to go back to this kick and just go really easy. Just get a factory bass house kick. That's the house remix of cymbals, you know? That's how it goes. Only need a bass line, then it will be finished, you know? Okay, so now we had, like, I think the most well, not common BPMs, but we had a few BPMs that you could listen to cymbals, and now you can figure out what is your favorite BPM after today, after this live stream. This is actually good. People like this, so maybe I should make a house remix of this track, you know? So just add some claps and stuff like that, just to make it a really easygoing vibe. Okay, I don't need an instrument, just let me grab a really nice, I think I have some percussion beats going on. Let me go to the sample packs, to the Vengeance, over here. I might have if I type loop wave, I might have a lot of this is nice. Let me have this one. Let me put it over here. It's now 128. That's way too fast. We are on 120. That's fast enough for today. So then we have that's nice. Now let me add a bass line. Let me add a massive. Okay, we can put it to the kick in. Okay, let me just make a few notes going on over here. Something like this. I know the notes, of course, how they go. Okay, and what I need to do right now is add a lot of sidechain. So I need to have the volume shaper, volume, which is perfect for sidechain. It's really, really easy to use. It's over here. Just add it to beat synced. So now we have okay, now I have everything in a lead group as well, so what I can do over here is also add a volume shaper and also put it to beat synced, and now we have a house edit of cymbals. Maybe I'm going to play this one. Now you never know. I have so many edits right now. So, yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. And now you also have a project of me in a different genre, you know. I showed so many genres tonight. That's so crazy. This is the house edit. Yeah, house edit. Now we can also make something really special that doesn't exist, which is like a mixture of a hardstyle melody and a house beat, but at a Frenchcore speed, you know? So now we have, I don't know, you can call it whatever, you know, if I play it like this. So this is house Frenchcore. You guys are so funny. Okay, I think I made every edit possible today of cymbals. We can go even deeper to dubstep or I don't know, but I think this is enough for today. I think this is enough for today. New genre incoming, Frontliner style. I don't know. I don't think you guys will be happy if I play this on an event. I don't think so. I really don't think so. All right. UK hardcore? Oh, maybe. I don't know. This is so funny. This is so funny. Cool. All right. So I think we're done today with the cymbals edits, right? You can agree with that, I think. All right. Let's go to. I don't know what to do. Any suggestions, guys? What should I do right now? Drum and bass? No, I don't know. Miami bass. I don't know. I don't even know what Miami bass is, man. Disco liner. Stop raping cymbals. I'm done. Don't worry about it. I'm done raping cymbals. Psytrance. Alright, I'm going to make a psytrance beat for you guys. But I'm going to open a new project. Oh, I think I just hit the wrong button. Yeah, I have to reopen Cubase. Because psytrance is actually pretty cool. I think psytrance has a lot of drive. And if you have a psytrance track and you speed it up to 150, you can actually play it really good in a hardstyle set. And there is something special coming on this month. It's going to happen. I'm going to release a new track with Sander van Doorn. A new track with Sander van Doorn, and I'm really happy with this track. But it's not a hardstyle track. It's more, it's a psytrance kind of track. But I played it on 150, and it goes really insane. So this one is going to be released this month, actually, and that's something special. I know Sander van Doorn now pretty well, and we became really good friends, and we had a really good vibe going on in the studio, and we came up with this track. So I said, hey, this is cool, man, we're going to release it. So that one is going to be released on his label, and I might do a hardstyle edit of the track so that I can actually play it everywhere, you know. I might have told it a couple of oh wait, I have to make a new project. Let's do a new project. Empty project. What was I saying? Yeah, I play at so many stages, so many different places around the world, and everywhere I go, the audience is so different in their needs and also what they know about hardstyle, because you might know hardstyle for maybe 5 to 10 years. I see everybody saying, bring back the 2009. Well, that's almost 10 years ago, so I don't know. But when I play, for example, in China or India or places like that, you know, people don't know the music at all, so you kind of have the freedom to do whatever you want. Well, not like that, but different stuff works over there, you know, different kind of music, and they really like to have something dynamic, and so you have to bring something that keeps them interested, you know. If you play a really hardstyle with only the new style kicks and everything, you have to make it really more interesting over there to make it really work, because they are used to EDM and multi-genre stages and and also DJs playing everything in their sets, you know, from hardstyle to trap to EDM to everything. And that makes it really exciting, really challenging, but that also makes me do different edits and stuff that works in places like that. So that's really cool. Psytrance, I think I'm not a psytrance producer, of course, so I can say that stuff needs to be like this or that, but actually I have no clue. I don't even know what the regular BPM of psytrance is. So, but I know it's like that. So, what's the key for psytrance? I don't know. Maybe F. F is a good key in hardstyle, because all the low frequencies come through really good. So now we have a bass going on. Okay, and now we need to add a bass line, and that's something like this. Something like that, but not completely like that. I have to make the pitch go a little bit more like this. And I have to give a little volume shaper. This is psytrance beat. Ish, kind of. Let me shorten this one. And now I need to add a little bit more of a bassy sound. Massive. I love the Massive. The Massive is so diverse, but also a go-to plugin if you want to create bass lines. That's so easy to. Okay. Okay, let me put an envelope on this little thing over here. I'm forgetting that I have a really wide screen. So as you can see over here, if I put it over here, I can actually still see it, but if I share the screen, it's out of window, so I have to put it back to the center so you guys can actually see what's going on. Alright. So this is cool. Too ticky? Okay, I don't know what. So maybe I have to put this on. This is okay, right? I don't know, I'm not a psytrance producer. I'm not even going to try do that right now. It needs a lot of time, I think. I think psytrance, if you want it to be really, really good, you need to spend a lot of time in the sounds, especially in the bass line. So this is pretty cool. Frequencies are there, but I think it needs to be better, you know? So I could, you know, play around. It's so fun. That's so fun. Then you need a lot of sounds whoosh, and things going on. Hey, psytrance beat, right? So what we now can do, also put it on 300 BPM, and then you don't get psytrance. But that sounds really weird though. Okay, 150. That's what I told. If you put it 150, you still have a really cool beat to dance on. Okay, maybe less of this. It's pretty cool, right? I kind of like it, you know. If you put this, if I would just drop this in a hardstyle set, it would really work in Asia, Indonesia, and maybe even the rest of the world. I don't know. It's cool. It's danceable. It has power. It has drive. It's cool. If you just drop this in between all the hardstyle things going on, then this is really effective, you know? Yeah, that's what I believe at least, you know. So, yeah, really good encoder DJ. Don't forget about the kick contest, everybody. It's now the 1st of January and the 6th of January it will be closed. So that means the kick tutorial contest is open until the 6th. You can drop it, I don't know if this still works. Yeah, there we go. This link over here, flnr.nl/contest. Over there you can send in your kick and also make a video of your project, of the kick, or just, you know, capture your screen. You just have to skip through a little bit the how do you say, the project. Doesn't matter in what you have made the kick, but just show me how you made it, the plugins, turn it off and on, and just show me that you made this kick actually, and also send in the kick itself, and the winner will win a full license, a full license of Cubase 10 Pro. So you can win that with the kick contest. So really, if you are into this, if you want to win this Cubase license, if you want to produce like the Frontliner himself, this is what I work in, of course, Cubase 10. If you wanna, if you wanna win this, you have to send in your kick, do your best, and I will pick the best kick in this contest, and that one will win this full license by Steinberg, Cubase 10, and you can produce just the way I do it. So good luck again with that. 6th of January it will be closed. I will show it again one more time. Wait, I have to press this button first. Then this button. There we go. Over here, contest, go there. And good luck. Good luck. Okay, you should finish that psytrance track. Yeah, see? You know, psytrance is cool. It's so hot these days. Everybody loves psytrance, you know? Going nuts. So that's cool. I might even save this one, you know? Psyliner. Psyliner. Maybe it will be a new Mistortion is my favorite kick distortion plugin. Mistortion. I don't know it. I will look it up right now. What is Mistortion? You know, in Cubase 10, by Nimble Tools, that sounds, I don't know, sounds cool. Open source? Is it also for, yeah, it's also for Mac. And it's open source, so I can actually just download it and then it will work. Or will it just crash my computer completely because there's a virus in there that will... $5. Okay. Well, I'm going to... Oh, that's... Oh, okay. No, thanks. Go to the downloads. Ah, it's free. 1 MB. Let's try it out. Let me try this one out. Okay. So the Mistortion. Actually, what I want to tell you guys is in Cubase, this one is really the bomb, man. We have the Destroyer over here, and that's Cubase own distortion plugin, and that one is really nice. Really nice. I've worked with Logic for a long time, of course. I'm just putting this on a massive, so it doesn't make much sense out of it. Let me put it on the kick. So we have this kick over here. Let me do this really quick over here, guys. So we have this kick, the psytrance kick that I had, and let me just put an EQ and the Destroyer on there. This one is just like the one you showed me, the Mistroyer. This one is a clip distortion of Cubase 10, and that one is really awesome. There's something going on. Okay, never mind. Alright, so this one is the Destroyer of Cubase. Alright, so what was it? Oh yeah, of course, I was showing you this one. This Destroyer is really nice. Let me just open this one a little bit. The amp. Stereo it out. Sounds like a lot of noise right here, and I'm not going to fool around too much with it today because I just made a kick tutorial in which you can actually see how I use this plugin to make a really good kick. But if I would copy this one again and lower the volume a little bit by adding a limiter, doesn't matter which one, this one is free, so free is always, wait, I don't know how to work with this one. Let me Pro L, same thing, but I know exactly how to work with this one, so let me just punchy, okay. You see, this is really nice. Exactly what I was trying to show you guys. So now let me just put this down a little bit. Actually, pretty nice. The distortion does such a nice job over here. Let me just get this volume over here. can fool around with this so much, but you know, Destroyer comes with Cubase 10, and look up my kick tutorial on my YouTube and you can see how I work with this kick Destroyer and this to make a kick, you know, hardstyle kick. Really fun. So now this psytrance track sounds completely off. Doesn't matter, I saved it already, and that's it for this psytrance distortion. I don't know what it was. So Destroyer, I'm going to try it out maybe one day, but I'm really happy now with the Destroyer. Alright, thinking about where to end. Okay. Virus on Mac. Yeah. Hello from Chile. Fabian R. Happy New Year. Everybody watching right now, of course, Happy New Year. Yeah, I think I have done so many things right now that I'm thinking of closing this live stream. I already told it. Kick tutorial contest. Check it out. I will show it one more time so that you guys don't forget where the link is. It's over here, flnr.nl/contest. For the kick tutorial contest you can win Cubase 10. For now, this was my live stream day 1. It means that I'm going to stream a lot more this year. Day 2 is coming up tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 2nd. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We had so much fun raping cymbals and a lot of other stuff I can't remember. Oh yeah, of course, All That Matters, which is going to be released on my album OMG's Frontliner. This week I'm going to, well, this month I'm going to finish my album, and it will be released really shortly after, and much more music is coming up. The B Frontliner album is coming up, and so many collabs and all those things I really need to finish. And a lot of cool shows coming up as well. I'm going to tour a lot around the world again, and I will see everybody hopefully really soon. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys again so much, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Press 9.